Hello YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to Mass Effect, to episode 18 after Feros. Today we're going to simply talk to our crewmates once again, see how they're doing, if there's anything interesting that's on their mind, and more of a chilled back conversational type of an episode. So stick around, I'm sure there's some interesting things our crewmates have to tell us. So let's go and see Joker. As always, he has some funny comments, but actually before we do that, should we head to the Citadel? Because we're still on Feros. I mean, I suppose we've done that every single time, so let's go and do so. So if you missed the last episode, we went to Feros because there was some reported Geth activity, and in the end we figured it all out. There was some sort of a massive plant-based creature that's existed for more than 50,000 years, and it's complicated. I don't even know how to explain it. Alright, we're not gonna... Oh no, we should dock, yeah. I just wanted to be quiet during that cutscene to appreciate us leaving Feros, but the Thorian was some sort of a plant that had knowledge of the Protheans, knowledge that we need to understand the visions from the beacons, and the Thorian had enslaved an Asari who worked with Saren before we freed her, and she then gave us the knowledge to understand the vision more. And we established in the last episode with the help of Liara that the vision is missing parts and we need another beacon. So that is something that we're going to attempt in the next episode, or maybe in the episode after that. Usually we've done a main planet, we've then talked to our crewmates, and then in the next episode we've done a few side missions, and then at the new planet. So let's see how it goes. But in this episode we're just simply going to come back to the Citadel, chill here, and talk to our crewmates. So with that out of the way, let's head to the bridge. The guy isn't standing on the controls, which is nice. And yeah, I hope all of you are doing well. I've been reinvigorated to record more Mass Effect videos, mostly because we are nearing the date of the remaster release, and also because I do want to get my hands on, well, not my hands on, I own Mass Effect Andromeda, but also do a Mass Effect Andromeda playthrough. But that's a long ways off, because still have to finish this one, then Mass Effect 2, then Mass Effect 3, and then play Mass Effect Andromeda. And I also want to finish this playthrough, so I can do other playthroughs as well. So I want to finish this, and I have other content waiting. I just haven't released it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I just hate releasing videos that have different thumbnails unless I intentionally start uploading, say, Mass Effect on Monday, Call of Duty on Tuesday, and so on. But that's for futures to come. Let's not worry about it right now. I'm just going to be posting Mass Effect videos. If I do release a D remix or something, that will obviously go up on this channel as well. That's an exception, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's talk to Joker.
Hey, Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Yeah, so, fair point.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
So, the Thorian enslaved all of the people in the colony, and by the time we discovered that the Thorian is what we need and try to access the Thorian obviously threw all the enslaved colonists at us as self-defense. We managed to use a sort of a neurotoxin agent to set them asleep and not kill them, fortunately enough, so no one was killed from the colony. Other than the leader, who committed suicide in front of us as he was told by the Thorian to stop us, but he said he wouldn't, so he took his own life. Pretty dramatic.
Anything you need, Commander?
So obviously Caden now doesn't instantly jump into a dialogue. We have to sort of push it out from him, because we told him last time around we spoke that we're not interested in him as a Roman option. We just want to be friends. My character, Martina, is into Liara and women in general, but looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. There's gotta be some xenobiologists who want to read about the Thorian.
Yeah, but they can wait.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is.
Fair enough.
Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
I mean, you can't blame them. Smug aliens will show them.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough.
Exactly.
I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
So what happened?
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them.
True.
It was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us.
Probably.
Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
What happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana, broke her arm.
Oh, the girl he liked.
She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know?
Seems harsh.
Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up.
Yikes.
A military-issue talon, right in my face. Cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
I mean, impressive. And you tried to help Rana.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard.
Damn.
Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a
Yikers.
stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later.
Probably for the greater good.
Yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Yeah, that's a good outlook.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. No one else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Alright, cool. I do want to ask about your opinion
Anything you need, Commander?
on the last mission.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. Hell of a deal you worked out with Jung, though. If I ever get a speeding ticket, I want you to be my advocate.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Thorian was kind of creepy, but Jong was the staff leader, whatever, or like the executive officer of the Exogeny Corporation building on that planet, and they got an executive order from above that the colonists need to be terminated, that the studies with the Thorian, that it should have never happened in the first place, and they need to erase all evidence. But then I stated my case and told them, you know, with my, what is it called again, Paragon? Or charm skill was maxed out, and that's the only dialogue option that you need to have a maxed out charm option and Paragon level to actually get that. Otherwise, you'll have to kill him. So it is a nice thing, I suppose. They don't want to kill the man. He's got orders that he needs to follow, and we found a workaround to save the colonists and get rid of the Thorian instead. But anyway, let's talk to Liara and see how she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Yeah, let's talk.
I like talking with you, Liara. No matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
So is this a proposition? Nah.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole.
I see.
It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
Alright, I just want to see what this dialogue option is.
Are you saying you want to...
No! Oh no! I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society.
I see.
That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I mean, that's fair. I was just trolling her. Because her reaction is kind of funny. You've never done this?
Wait. Are you saying this is your first time?
I am only 106, barely
Only.
an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research.
Fair enough.
I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
Yeah. I mean, I could argue that we are, but we need to focus on the mission, I'd say. Because it's a galactic threat, even how cliche that sounds, but it is true. If Saren finds the conduit and brings back the Reapers, we're all dead. But then again, you might as fuck as much as you can, so... but I don't want to be persuasive, in my opinion, if you're sick, if, you know, the person you're seeing, or even in a relationship, if your significant other is telling you to take things slower, you should respect that. So, you're right.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I don't think there is anything else to talk about because you already discussed the Sari culture in earlier episodes, and also talked about Benezia. So, just goodbye for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
I should go. Classic. I mean, it's a voice line that fits for many scenarios, so I don't blame them for doing that, but it's kind of cold. And I don't know if the remaster includes any voice lines, but I wish they would have done it in a way where if you're more friendly with the character, you'd be like, hey, you know, we can talk later, or like, I gotta go, so on, like a bit variation. And there is actually in the second and in the third game. Alright, let's see if he has anything new for us.
Looking for supplies?
Damn straight.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, so this is by Aldrin Labs. Is this Hydra? Is this actually the armor that we want? Terminator. Shotgun. These are level... This is a level 7 assault rifle. Wait, hold on. So, we currently have a level 5 assault rifle. Okay, cool. It's called Onyx. Aldrin Labs. Right.
Looking for supplies?
Let's risk it. We have money to spend anyway.
You bet, Commander.
Skip the... it gives us more damage protection. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. And now we can't afford this thing. Shit, I should have bought the fucking gun first. Yeah, let's actually just... Yeah, I mean... because our inventory is quite full. I keep getting... what is it, like... warnings about my inventory being full, so... I might as well just sell most of this. But this will probably... well, we're actually becoming quite rich, I see. Oh, wow! Not sell that because we just bought it, and then buy this one. Right, so let's see. Yeah, so this is like not the official Commander Shepard armor, so I don't want to wear that. I'm gonna put that on instead, and let's see what the Tsunami looks like. Oh, so it's just a better version of that. That's good. So on here we have tungsten rounds which deal damage against synthetics, and we did actually sell all of that, so we can't add anything else, but that's fine. You get plenty of loot in this game, that's not an issue. Alright, let's talk to Garrus.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something wrong?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him.
Oh, come on.
He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
You think you'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done.
I mean...
I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
Alright, good to know, I suppose.
Thank you, Garrus. I'll keep that in mind. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do catch him.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
Yeah, sure.
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I mean, it is possible, but especially the Turian Council seems to be hostile against me anything. The Solarian and the Asari Council are a bit more understanding, but yeah, the Council are a bit of a pain in the ass, but they are my superiors, so I have to work with them and have to accept what they say, but yeah, it could be possible.
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander.
I
In
see.
my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
I don't know. I say last resort, because that's not justice, just killing someone outright. Obviously, he's done a lot already that, you know, he'd have a life sentence, but still.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's
Yeah.
the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him.
Because
What about the Geth? They might try to free him.
we need to think about it.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. You see, I like Garrus because he speaks his own opinion, given that you grant him the permission, and he understands that you're the one in charge, so even if you disagree with him or give him a different point of view to look at, he considers it and sort of, you know, sits on it and digests it, and in the end of the day still, you know, follows the command. He's not someone who would go against you. He might have difference of opinion, but because he's a Turian, I don't know how much we've covered it before, but Turians are very like rigid society, militaristic society. Everyone plays a role and you have to do that role perfectly. So as a Turian, he's a bit of a different Turian. Like, he's not per se a perfect role model, which I like him for. I see a lot of myself in him. He's always questioning things and thinking that, you know, why this, why that, should I do it this way, that way. But it's a very cool character that hopefully has grown on you guys as well. Anyway, Ash, what's up?
Commander?
Oh, what the hell was that glitch? How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
A little spooky how you handle that young guy. Didn't figure you'd know how to speak corporate.
They're only human.
All you need to do is show them how getting what you want gets them what they want.
Exactly.
You make it sound easy. Frankly, I just wanted to put a few rounds in him and leave.
Fine. Fair enough. Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
Occasion?
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it.
I see.
Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
I'm flattered.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation.
Why?
Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Your files are clean.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments.
Really?
I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
But that's not your fault.
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty in a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway.
Oof.
I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
I mean, so do you, but... Grandfather? Let's ask him. Her.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial.
Right.
They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies.
Damn.
Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
That's kind of sad.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team.
That's harsh.
Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
I mean, it makes sense. But I guess that's also why you dislike aliens then. But I don't understand why you'd blame for that. That doesn't make any sense. But as some kind of corporate bullshit or political bullshit that happens in the real world as well. And yeah, like I said, Turians are highly militaristic, and in war, they're highly efficient.
Is this why you're always going on about the council?
If everyone else can look at Shanxi and say, this is why humanity needs to be stronger, then so can I. I'm entitled. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
Of course not.
You're part of the team, Williams. I don't care what your grandfather did or didn't do.
Not to get all cheesy, but you're the first CEO who's ever said that to me. Thanks, Skipper.
You're welcome.
But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
I mean, we already landed, but that's the thing. In this game, you're never really traveling between things. I mean, I guess you could pretend that, but see, if you go out... now, if we went up to the cockpit of Joker, we could see that we're at the Citadel, and if we would come up to him before we went to the Citadel, you would see that we were still in Feros. That's the thing that got implemented in the second game, that the Normandy was somewhere in space, implying that it was always traveling, but never actually docked anyway.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
But I still like the idea that you are traveling. Obviously, it's a spaceship, so we could pretend that we're traveling to the Citadel at the moment. Alright, Rex, what's up?
Shepard.
Wait, let's ask about family.
You must have family other than your father.
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
Oh wow, wait. I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Wait, but Person and Curie?
Shepard.
Alright, cool.
So you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
So?
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard?
I don't know, help them?
I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
I mean, I don't blame you, I suppose.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause.
Fair enough.
I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero.
You could be.
Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
I guess sometimes that's something you need in your life, to simplify things, you know, work a 9-to-5 job or do something that's always gonna be there and not have to worry about your work afterwards, like cleaning, for instance.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to,
Oh?
but there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
It's kind of unfortunate, to be honest. But there's a new tab now, Mercenary.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work if it doesn't kill you.
So you like it?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight.
Fair enough.
I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups.
Like 3 of
I
us.
don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
But I like relying on Rex, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't have an issue relying on me whenever we have him. He's a Krogan in the end. I mean, he can fight anything and almost come out, and most likely come out alive. Alright. What's up, Tally?
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
We're getting close.
Won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
Because there's only Wormire left.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to.
We have enough puzzles of the
After
piece.
this is all
Pieces of
over,
the puzzle.
When my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
Yeah, an important part.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tally.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens.
That's a
They
shame.
just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you.
Space racism is
Whatever
real.
happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tally.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
That's great. Well,
I should go.
talk another time.
See you later.
Anyway, it's been 26 minutes, so clearly they didn't have that much to say, and the conversations are less formal, they're more casual, and therefore they get to say more in shorter time, I would say. So this episode isn't actually that long. I don't actually remember. Were any of the other Tolkien episodes that long? I think they were all around half an hour, except for the first or the second one. I remember there was one like 53 minutes or something. There was a lot of conversation with Tally, you know, to get to understand the background of the people, where they come from, what they do, and like the context of the universe, Geth, Quarians, humans, Turians, Asari, whatnot. You know, but now that we're in the stage of the game where most of you guys who have been watching so far understand who's who, why is that happening, and so on, the conversation's a bit shorter, and I like the evolution is the right word, of the game, and how the dialogues have evolved over the time. But that has been it for this episode. I think in the next episode we'll see what Udina or Anderson have to say to us on the council, and then see if we can do side missions. There's one thing you might have noticed on the galaxy maps, which is the asteroid 56. That is a big side mission with some impact to the second game. And then obviously we have Vermeer that was given us by the council, and then I think Vermeer will be in 2 episodes, but in the next episode we'll try to do more side missions, and also perhaps look for if we can help Tally with her side mission, because we helped Garrus with Dr. Sidian or Dr. Hart in the end, and we helped Rex get his family armor. So now we need to find also a way. And Tally, in that same moment when they gave us those missions, Tally said that she would have hoped to find something she could use, but we haven't come across for that yet, so we'll go look for that as well. Hopefully you can fit that into one episode, and then after that we'll go to Vermeer. So with that being said, thank you for watching this episode. I hope to see you in the next one, and it's a goodbye from me.